Taboo! I'm the child-rearing badass. Hey guys, welcome back to Minute 101, the show where we take a series and we give you a quick introduction, a quick rundown, and then we suggest whether you should read it, watch it, or just plain leave it out. And as we mentioned in the last episode, my dog is moving my camera. Well, last week we mentioned that next week would be a series that we would ask you to avoid. But we lied! And we're going to talk about Beelzebub today. Now, Beelzebub is a hilarious manga and it's very, very interesting. I mean, just look at the starting. Oga, a very violent man, is smashing people's heads into the ground like an ostrich, and he's next to a river and he's washing clothes, and a man floats down the river, opens up his chest, and I mean that literally, and a baby pops out, and Oga is then given this baby as his own baby. But this baby is not a normal baby. You see, this baby is Beelzebub. Yes, the son of Satan himself. Technically, Beelzebub is another word for Satan, but here he's the son of Satan himself, and he's the youngest son. You see, Satan got a little busy with the politics of the underworld. He had a lot to do, and he didn't have time to raise humanity on his own, so he needed a minion. And he was like, hey, I can send my son Beelzebub to do this. And Beelzebub was sent to Oga, not particularly to him, but he was sent to the human realm. And the man who opened up his chest gave Beelzebub as an offering to Oga. And Oga's job is to raise him to be the new raiser of humanity. Now, Satan also sells Hilda. Hilda is a demon woman who becomes Beelzebub's nanny or mother. She doesn't really have a proper role. She's kind of like the female version of Oga, who's supposed to care for the little baby and make him an evil god of sorts. And Oga isn't really excited to have a baby in his life suddenly, but well, Beel doesn't give him much of a choice. You see, Beel is very, very cute.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Now, Oga isn't really too happy about having a baby in his life, but Beel doesn't give him much of a choice. You see, Beel is very, very cute. And also, if he gets too far away from him, since Beel sort of adopted Oga, he shocks him and makes him come back. Kind of like Pikachu does to Ash. But well, if you're a teenage boy, you can't just bring a baby home one day. That's kind of what Oga does though. He just brings Beel home because he doesn't have a choice, and Hilda follows him because she has to be with her master all the time. And Oga's parents are shocked. They're like, what? Our son has a kid and he got married to this woman? And of course, Hilda acts very, very nice in front of Oga's parents. But when they are away and she's in the room with Oga, she turns on her demon side and she's like, hey, you better watch out or I kill you. Now, you might not know what to expect out of a series where it starts off with a child exiting a man's chest and being adopted by another man. It's a weird start, I get it, but it's amazing. There's actually a lot of action and Oga just goes on a rampage, destroying people, just trying to keep Beel safe. In fact, some low-level hoodlums try to kidnap Beel thinking he's Oga's weakness. Little do they know. Beyond that though, there's a lot more that goes on in the action side of things. It becomes a lot more shonen-like later. So, Beelzebub is not the only son of Satan who exists. There are other sons. Beel has brothers who also want to destroy the world. But his closest brother seems more interested in video games. He's a weirdo. But aside from that, you have some really cool stuff. You have people pledging alliance to the demon of their choice. You have lightning powers. You have seals that come out and grant you more power. Demon seals. Demon seals. I wanted to go somewhere with that, but I don't know where to take it afterwards. And of course, there are underworld shenanigans, and Oga does keep throwing people into walls and into the ground, and he makes Beel a real man. Demon. Demon man. We don't know. Toxic masculinity, I swear, Oga. What is this? He's a little special mention time! Well, we at Weeb 101 really like some specific characters who are really well drawn, really well developed, and actually are not sex objects in this series. And Hilda is kind of sexualized, but we understand why weebs love her, you know. goth waifu. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. But we would like to mention Kunieda, who is a very, very nice character. She's a badass. She's still caring. She's scary. She fights toe to toe with some of the most powerful people. And she's not sexualized at all. Okay, maybe a little, but she's not overly sexualized like every other character in every other series. And we really love the character and her development through the story. And let us know what you think about her, because that's one of our special in our heart characters. So, Beelzebub, read or not? We 101 says read! But that's it for this episode of Minute 101. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below about Beelzebub if you've already watched it or read it. Like, share, follow, and we shall see you next week with another series which we might not recommend. And as we mentioned in the last episode, my dog is moving my camera. One sec, he's not done. He's trying to figure out where to snuggle up.